Welcome to my wild and crazy kitchen, where we are going to learn how to make sweet pickle relish. Now, do you remember last year when I took you to the grocery store? I was actually taking my mother to the grocery store and I was walking around. There was a few things that I was buying and I was showing you as I was walking up and down the aisles what I do and don't buy from the grocery store. Do you remember that? Well, one of you guys made a comment about how this has high fructose corn syrup, and this is one of the only few things I buy from the grocery store, like sweet pickle relish, kind of picky on my pickle relish, and the diced green peppers that I buy. Well, you saw the video prior where I perfected and learned how to make the pickled peppers, and now my husband can use those instead of me buying them in the little can for him. So one other thing off the list. And then last month I made ketchup, and you watched me make that. Scored that one on the first try. Bonus points, right? My husband loves it so much better than the Heinz. It's amazing. Well, today we are going to use this. But first, let me read the ingredients to you because they're quite telling. So this is the kind that there's a couple kinds that we get, but it's always the sweet relish that we like. And I use it with my deviled eggs. It's like my secret ingredient for deviled eggs. So the ingredients are cucumbers, high fructose corn syrup, distilled vinegar, salt, calcium chloride, spice, xanthan gum, sodium benzoate, which is a preservative, alum, dehydrated red pepper, natural flavor by polysorbate 80, and yellow number 5. Why do you have to put dye? Don't answer it. Don't answer it. Well, what you guys don't know yet is that I have been on a kick of reading Ultra Processed People, which is a really cool book, but is totally scary. Don't read it if you don't want to know what your food is made of. And this is what we are going to kick today. So let's make our own sweet pickle relish. First up on the list is grabbing some green bell peppers. So I gathered all of my ingredients, and I admit I had to go because my cucumbers did not take this year. I had to go to a farmer's market to get cucumbers. So let me get started on chopping all of this. Now I am working out of the new cookbook that Ball came out with. It's the Ball Blue Book, and I am working on page 89, the sweet pickle relish. I'm just going plain and simple right now. I might do another recipe eventually later. I just want to see what this one tastes like, and then we'll go from there. It has a little bit more ingredients than this guy does, but that's okay. We're gonna see what it tastes like. It's all trial and error, which is the fun part. Okay, so I have to chop all these vegetables, and that's really kind of boring for you to watch, and I really want to listen to a book on tape, so you're going to go bye-bye, and I'll be back when I'm done. See how fast I chopped all of that? Oh my gosh, that was so fast. Guess what now? 1/4 cup of canning salt right over that, and then I'm going to submerge it in cold water. Might even put a couple ice cubes on there. They want to live in Alaska, so you know, we'll make that happen. There you go. And then we're going to let it sit 2 hours. Because I'm feeling spicy today. 2 hours later, it's time to drain and rinse these. Stick them in the pot over there with my vinegar and sugar and spice solution. There you go. Let's get it done. It is just really pretty. Rinse with cold water. Woo! Get it all over your face and your body because it's not fun cooking until you've made a mess. Right? It's such a pretty color. It's really such a pretty color, and they're also uniform except for a few of the onions. They didn't play fair in the chopping process. Well, I kind of left you in a lurch there, huh? Yeah, I had company come over, so I couldn't actually finish the process because I had people in the house. But you soaked it for 2 hours, and then you took it and you made your brine and you combined everything together, and then you water bath canned it. And this is what I have. So you know the drill. We're going to take the rings off. We're going to see if everything's sealed. If they didn't seal, then we are going to happily go and try it. One of them did not seal. I found that last night, and that is sitting in the refrigerator waiting for us to try. But we're hoping the other ones did seal. And yay, we have sealage. Let me get the water warm and we'll talk about how much it costs. Now let's talk figures because this is very interesting. Let's just say I'm going to be adding this to the things I now do not buy from the grocery store because, well, actually, let's try it before we do that. That would be a good idea. I've been storing the one that didn't seal in the refrigerator, so I think it's about time we try it. Does it compare with the other one? Now, if we're going to do a comparison test, we might as well do both of them side by side. So let's get going. Good old Vlasic with limited ingredients. I don't usually eat it straight. Woo! I need to take a break. Okay, there you go. Maybe not so much of a big bite. Now this one does not have onions, but mine does. So oh wow. This is far superior. Absolutely far superior. It doesn't have the preservatives. It doesn't have the dye food coloring. Absolutely far superior. Oh, and it is amazing. I'm going to be so glad when we use all of this up. Wow. I may even have to give it away. Oh, now, so back to washing the jars and let's talking about it. How much did it cost for me to make this? I literally had to buy the cucumbers, the pickling cucumbers, because I didn't have any. My cucumbers did not do well this year. So with that in mind, and I did have one of the leftover bell peppers that I used in it, and I had to buy the onion. So with all of that in mind, total 9 jars of 8 ounces cost me $5.47. That is 72 ounces in total. 72 ounces right here. Well, not in here. This is 8 ounces, but 72 ounces for me total. So if I was to buy it in the store, this is much better than the store stuff too. $2.99 for 10 ounces. That means it's 30 cents an ounce in the store, and a total 72 ounces would cost me $21.60. And minusing the $5.47, that means I'm saving $16.13. I guess we need to see how much an hour I made, right? Hold on. Only because I don't want to set your guys' assistant off. Well, I didn't do too well on this one. I only made $5.38 an hour. So for $5.38 an hour, I now have half a year's supply, maybe half a year, maybe not, of amazing sweet pickle relish that is far superior than the Vlasic's. Far superior. Now you know what I know. Let's label and dry them and package them. Okay, we're at it again. We have them labeled and cleaned. We're going to pack them up in the boxes, and then we're going to label the boxes, and it's really that easy. I mean, $16.13 savings. Savings. It cost me $5.47 to make an entire batch, which is 72 ounces for me. There you go. You can't beat those odds, right? Now it would have been even cheaper had I grown all of the vegetables myself. Could you imagine? I did not grow the onion. I did grow the peppers. But had I grown the cucumbers, had the pickling cucumbers, I planted them, they did not, I mean, I'm hearing it from a lot of people, your crops just are not coming through this year. It's a weird growing season. We usually get 90 days of no rain. We have not even gotten a consecutive 3 weeks of no rain. So there you go. But it's very weird weather. So I'm going to label this box and put it up on the shelf so that we can grab the pickle relish whenever we want it. You guys have a great day out there. Now you know what I know.